everybody to another episode of
Access granted.
If you're one of the fortunate 1/25th of the population who can afford an augmentation, I'm sorry to break it to you, but you got a glitch. And they put you forward. That's right.
Alright, so now we just gotta find a warrior priest. And I have seen that clay orb would be
难道没人愿意帮助一个可怜的人吗？
It's supposed to be somewhere in the room.
Access granted.
Shotgun here first. According to this, Sounds underground.
难道没有好人愿意跟我说话吗？
What's that? So there are some things in This is new, I think.
You see what I got?
I'm gonna sell some stuff. I want to sell that, sell that, sell that.
Bye-bye. I see you soon.
Okay, this is definitely the right way. Xizhong district.
A device which transmits neural impulses directly to inorganic tissue. To visit their local limb clinics immediately to have the faulty chips replaced.
It's not this tunnel system either. I'm pretty sure, but not 100% positive. Oh. There they are. Can I talk him out of it?
They send you?
If you're talking about your former buddies at Bell Tower, the answer is no.
Wait a minute.
Boy.
You're Jensen, right? I heard that some of my former buddies have been looking for you.
Could be. What's it to you?
When a stranger sojourns with you in your land, you shall not do him wrong.
You've dropped the merc gig to become a man of the cloth?
Hardly. I just have an interest in theology. And I love quoting the book. Everything in it is so evocative. Now, tell me, are you here to stop me?
That I am.
Then perhaps you should reconsider. There are many of us, and only one of you. At this moment, my men and I have no quarrel with you. So you don't have to die for a war that isn't yours.
I said I was here to stop you, not fight you. A friend of yours sent me to convince you to turn yourself in.
Let me guess. Dr. Wing, right? He's a good man. And I know he's only trying to do what he thinks is right. But he doesn't quite grasp the whole picture here.
Then why don't you enlighten me? Start by explaining why you went rogue.
When an average man decides he no longer shares his employer's views and opts to leave, we say he's handing in his resignation. When men like us do the same, it's called going rogue. You can't quit a job like ours, Jensen. You know that.
Yeah, okay, I can relate. But you still haven't answered my question. And what do you mean when you say you no longer share your employer's view?
Back in the US, when I first got into the army, I did it because I wanted to serve my country.
Alright.
I believed in its values. I believed in its government. Back then, I believed that by serving my government, I was serving the people it was supposed to protect.
Nice sentiment. But you don't work for the US anymore, you work for Bell Tower.
Times change, Jensen. You know the story. Capitalism's final encroachment on one of the most lucrative industries in the history of mankind.
Yeah.
War got privatized. The US military offloaded its special operations to PMCs like Blue Water Global and Bell Tower. I believe that as long as they were working for the government, they were serving the same cause. So when they offered me the chance to work on major operations at twice the pay grade, I made my jump.
Why don't we just skip to when things went sour?
Bell Tower outfitted us with top-notch augmentations. The kind of stuff civilians never hear about. Gave us a massive edge over the enemy. Later, seeing as my unit was one of the most successful ones, they selected us for a special program.
What special?
Top secret. Experimental tech. Told us we would get to work on critical black ops for the US government. But there was a price to pay.
Go on.
We had to be implanted with a neural hub that manipulates memory centers in the brain. Basically controlling what you can and cannot remember.
And you agreed to this?
Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are ravenous wolves. The augmentation was supposed to keep us safe, make sure we'd never remember details if we fell behind enemy lines. That was the main function. The second one, the one they didn't tell us about, was to lower our inhibitions. Make us more receptive to orders we'd likely disobey. Bell Tower turned us into the perfect mercs.
If you were so perfect, and the hub made you so perfect, how did it fail? How come they didn't outfit the whole agency?
I told you the tech was experimental. After a couple of ops, I started experiencing memory shifts. Remembering bits and fragments of past operations. Slowly I realized some of these operations couldn't logically have been orchestrated by the government. I was asked to do highly questionable things, even by professional standards.
Aren't we all?
Not like this, Jensen. Our services have been sold to corrupt officials in the American and Chinese governments. A combination of lies and use of the neural aug made sure we complied. We were working for a shadow government. Individuals corrupted by a quest for personal power.
So how'd you get out of it?
I confronted the project director. He quoted Apocalypse Now. You have to have men who are moral, and at the same time who are able to utilize their primordial instincts to kill without feeling. I forced him to disconnect the hub, for me and my squad mates here. And then I killed him. I went through his files and contacts. I know who these corrupt men are now. They've turned us into killing machines, and now they'll get to experience their experiment firsthand.
Listen, I have no doubt these men deserve to die. But you can't simply pass judgment on people. Nothing gives you that right. You have to turn yourself in. Play this by the book.
I'm afraid that's impossible. These men I killed, and these men I'm going to kill, they have names, families. Their deaths shouldn't be erased from my memory by some electronic software. They should haunt me, taunt me, until I finally meet our Lord and pay for my sins. But the men behind this, they deserve to die. And I think there's poetry in the fact that they engineered their own demise.
Listen, nobody here is saying you're wrong to think these men deserve to pay. I agree with you, but make them pay in accordance to the law, not by breaking it.
It's a cute little toy you have there, Jensen. But don't waste your time. Your Cassie won't work on me.
What to do. try something. Reload my latest autosave for a moment. Because I think I don't want to screw this up.
They send you?
If you're talking about your former buddies at Belt...
Wait a minute.
Could be.
When a stranger
You've dropped...
Hardly. I just have an interest in the... Then perhaps...
I said I would...
Let me get.
Then why don't you...
What an average man...
Yeah, okay,
Back in the U.S.
Nice set.
Times...
Why don't we just...
Belt...
Go on.
We had to be...
And you were...
Beware of...
I'm not sure I'd buy this. And even if it is true, none of it justifies what you've done. So do the right thing and turn yourself in before you cause more chaos.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Jensen. I respect you for coming here and doing what you think is right. But you gotta understand, I'm trying to do the same thing.
Alright, I'll humor you. But if this neural hub actually worked, how did it fail? How come they didn't outfit the whole agency?
I told you the tech was...
Aren't we all? So how'd you get out of it?
I confront...
Listen,
You simply don't get it, do you, Jensen? These men I killed, and these...
You're a charismatic, intelligent leader, Zelazny. Don't throw that away by becoming a vigilante who'll be remembered as a terrorist. Make them pay in accordance to the law, not by breaking it.
It's a cute little toy you have there, Jensen. But don't waste your time. Your Cassie won't work on me.
I think you're wrong. But I don't think it's my place to try to stop you either. Do what you have to do.
I appreciate that, Jensen. I didn't want you to die for a cause that isn't yours.
I guess there is no way to... I'm gonna try one more time, and this time I'm gonna... well, this can't... never mind. It is what it is.
Hey, Jensen. Zelazny here.
Zelazny? How'd you get this frequency?
You're no stranger to top-secret augmentations, Jensen. You figure it out. In the meantime, just want to let you know I've contacted some of my old pals at Bell Tower. Got them to reassign a couple of local patrols. You should have a few less problems to deal with for a while.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
I guess we can stop here. I'll do it when I read.
Tell me that augmentation giant Ta Young Medical is scrambling to produce enough new...
没错，我要求做手术。
Trust me, you don't want those biochips.
So? You have found Zelazny? I cannot stress enough the importance of this task, Mr. Jensen.
I found him.
Really, Mr. Jensen? You have been able to make him understand reason? Will he turn himself in?
It's a long story, Doc. I tracked Zelazny and his men. They were hiding in the sewers. and after talking to him, I decided to let him go.
What? But he is a dangerous man, Mr. Jensen. You should not have done this.
The men Zelazny's after are far more dangerous than he is. His methods are extreme, but I think his cause is justified. To be honest, Doc, I believe what he wants isn't that different from you. An honorable government free of corruption. They could use a man like you.
I had not foreseen such a thing. I don't know, Mr. Jensen. You seem to believe that the end justifies the means, but I don't know. I'll have to think about this. Here is a praxis kit. It's all I have.
Thank you. Now I can see the enemy's cones of vision.
Returning to tonight's biggest story. The World Health Organization.
Alright. We're gonna move on. Quest. Alright, we just knocked out this guy. And disable the turrets. So, yeah, let's disable them. Yeah, so interesting. It's done. I don't think they can see me, hopefully. Hoping. Hoping this is... Let me fix my mic real quick. There we go. Fix my mic.
Access granted.
Mission the Bravo Sky, we are good for transport tonight. Wait for the day staff to leave. And London, Nigeria's gates. Today's departure log for Hemming PRC, departing for Port of Hemming, arriving at Port of Hong Kong, departure time 11:30 hours. Ocean cargo carriers in Hay, registered country of origin, PRC. Departing for Port of Hemming, arriving at PRC installation. Departure time 18 hours. Ocean cargo carrier like Lin Queen, registered country of origin, Malaysia, departing for Port of Hemming. Train seen before. Nature's Commission Director Burbsco still go for a 300. However, Super 16 TOP has been lost. Harvester Corporation thus no longer guaranteed. Don't know how he did it, but it looks like Tom got his kid back. It's obvious next move will be slipping out of the country. Highly doubtful we'll use our port to do it. Heightened security is advised. John posted on the handler no. Dean Flaw, Deputy Administrator for him. Internal is installed. Password. Urian TR01 Colossus. These officers. Code of the warehouse balcony hasn't changed. It's still 6555. And sleep if it doesn't work coming correctly. Use 4589 when we get into August, and here when the day shift returns at that return to usual. We've got 35 bus to late night waiting. It would be best for cleaning stuff doesn't walk in, surprise is scared, generating temporary access code for the door near reception.
Access granted.
Now, before we get in touch with some of our attachés out in Australia, I have to reiterate something. Space, the final frontier. To take it. These are the voyages of the space station Illuminati. It's on, folks. The continuing mission to dominate your family is on, and they're taking the best to the nether region. And I'm not talking about your ass. Well, we got you. I'm talking about
Access granted.
Corporation have announced plans to collaborate on a project called Heaven, which is basically a space station resort paradise that will be floating in our orbit. A paradise.
You sure could teach my boys some tricks, Jensen.
Tong? How did you get this frequency?
Ancient Chinese secret. Now listen, you're going to plant that package in Administrator Wang's office. Put it on the bastard's desk and trigger it. Sound good?
Sounds like I'm doing you a favor. How does it help me?
The explosion should distract the guards. Then you hop in a cargo pod and off you go. But you only got one shot. No turning back once you trigger that thing, you get me?
I got you. Only set it if I'm ready to go.
Just standing there. Let's see here.
Access granted. Access granted.
That would have been bad.
Access granted.
So this gets bad. Okay. I'm going to be here. I do need to go up there to the security place. So I need to get to the other side. So I definitely gotta go through here. He's already being used by another client. Promise me nothing will happen to the box and the crate's already in there. I should share a few hours, but this is gonna cost extra. Code is 3347. Mr. AC as well. Be getting all the home.
Access granted.
Go.
Access granted.
Search here A, but only for 24 hours. Yeah, last time's on the day, guys are getting nervous. Go for 300. E-pad, I figure we go here to get the cargo out of the storage shed and the wires. Now I'm tying to this life pod. Brush should set sail. There's no terrorists to claim all sense of illegal activity performance. Hey guys, get back. You should sure go to the forklift because shit just stressed like shit.
Access granted. Access granted.
Share your concerns out. I really do. I should understand. Wayne today. He's under a lot of pressure. Perhaps he's scared to be heard, but I still believe he's a man of honor. Do you know just like running with a bell to our sort of she's like kids speaking like was done this time I just can sit back and said it to him to show some respect, but he left. He said I was lucky he wasn't the one letting the car get pots to him. I'm like we continue to be silent about what's going on here any longer, June, but he will listen to us. I'm so afraid. Poor Catalan.
Access granted.
Just doing this for experience.
Access granted.
Connection manufacturer immediately tell them the lesson the car deposit left to us at faulty regulator units are going to respectively. First price of the colleague from the box was not available during transport. Our repairman out here within a week and 25 complimentary bots and ever to say so.
Access granted.
And we look out for Tong, where is this internet, maybe turn the island. And now you're a man of orders, I'm being newly set up on terror, there's most currently no colleagues being claimed to sink out, just being shifted soon or far north. Can we not stop them from engaging in their illegal kidnapping schemes? Very well known. Seems you're finally taking the same as the share. I can respect that, as unfortunately there are things to individually come discover and kill, of course. I wonder. Let's place the bomb.
Shit!
Didn't get a lot of time.
So that distraction wasn't just for me, was it, Tom? Richard, I'm going off the grid for a while. Not sure how long.
Why? What are you up to, Jensen?
Following a lead.
And where exactly is this lead taking you?
You there! Get that cargo, clear the fire! We're pulling out now! Load and secure those pods!
Answer me, Jensen. Where are you going?
Hell if I know, Pritchard. Hell if I know.
Following a lead. The glacial cloaking system augmentation. A few minutes later.
Pritchard, any chance you're still there?
Jensen, my God. You've been offline for days. Where the hell are you?
I was hoping you'd tell me.
I'm pinging you now. You're in Singapore. Something's wrong, Jensen. I pinged you, and a second later, I lost your GPL signal. It's like you disappeared into a black hole.
Gotta be a jammer.
Well, obviously. If you can find the transmitter and take it offline, I'll be able to track you. And keep you on a tighter leash.
I've got more important things to do than help you keep tabs on me. If Megan and her team are here, there's no time to waste.
Stop. No. Fuck you. No. No.
Access granted.
Yes, I did. That was a waste. I just went through the vent.
CO is here.
Yes? How do you know?
Warren told me you saw him talk over the week.
I'm sure she was probably barking orders at him again. Looks like this show is packed with aliens now. Question is, who's headlining?
Things would be a lot easier if Darrow was still around. Anyway, I better get back to storage in case he decides to spring a surprise inspection on us.
Good idea.
Final Fantasy 27. Oh, that's cool. It's a cool poster. Guy patrolling.
Technological breakdown, or just another glitch in the system? This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Returning to tonight's biggest story, The World Health Organization today issued an unprecedented recall on augmentation technology. For days, reports of temporary malfunctions and electrostatic disturbances have been flooding in from around the globe. Elizabeth Duclair, spokeswoman for the WHO, confirmed that the cause of these disruptions has been linked to a major malfunction in the multi-channel peripheral nerve biochip, a device which transmits neural impulses directly to inorganic tissue. She is urging people to visit their local limb clinics immediately to have the faulty chips replaced. Inside sources tell me that augmentation giant Ta Young Medical is scrambling to produce enough new and improved biochips to meet the expected demand. This widespread defect, coming so soon after the recent riots, only raises more questions about the problem of human enhancement. Is this the beginning of a complete technological breakdown, or just another glitch in the system? This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you live from Pipers.
Access granted.
Returning to tonight's biggest...
You must have done something, Jensen. 4 of our GPL signals just popped up, including yours. Koss, Colvin, Faraday. I'm not picking up Dr. Reed.
Send me the coordinates you do have. And Pritchard, tell Sarif.
I can't. While you were incommunicado, Mr. Darrow invited him, Bill Taggart, and the UN delegates to Panchea. They're halfway to the Arctic by now.
Great.
See if we can't figure out what our people are up to.
Is this the beginning of a complete technological breakdown, or just another glitch in the system? This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you live. Returning to tonight's biggest story, the World Health Organization today issued an unprecedented
Access
recall on
granted.
augmentation technology.
And you share some of the crazy rumors about this place I was down near Katong Plaza in the city during my last leave last weekend. Checking on my kids back home at some internet cafe. Anyway, there were these 2 locals behind me talking about the ranch. They were going about the whole Earth Life WHO bird flu over that wiped out half the country a few years ago or something. Anyway, all of a sudden they started whispering saying it was all part of some crazy conspiracy theory by the government to test some new biological warfare weapon. They think it even has something to do with that SARS thing.
Augmentation giant Ta Young Medical is scrambling to produce enough new and improved biochips to meet the expected demand.
Apparently the ranch is actually owned by the Chinese, and this all over some crazy population control scheme. There's even Muslims divided this kind of palace, like where the new area that went or something.
Is this the beginning of a complete
Can someone from Venus get down to London based team clean up the old DCI lab equipment that she's listening to only to anybody in space, and even starting to get complaints for engineering that some stills in the lab. Coincide, give me that shit needs to get out.
Returning to tonight's biggest story, the World Health Organization today issued an unprecedented recall on augmentation technology. For days, reports of temporary malfunctions and electrostatic disturbances have been flooding in from around the globe. Elizabeth Duclair, spokeswoman for the WHO, confirmed that the cause of these disruptions has been linked to a major malfunction in the multi-channel peripheral nerve biochip, a device which transmits neural impulses directly to inorganic tissue. She is urging people to visit their local limb clinics immediately.
Access granted.
Inside sources tell me that augmentation giant Ta Young Medical is scrambling to produce enough new and improved biochips to meet the expected demand. This widespread defect, coming so soon after the recent riots, only raises more questions about the problem of human enhancement. Is this the beginning of a complete technological breakdown, or just another glitch in the system?
transistors in the reactor. Concept between the recipient and its affected, ensuring the scattering coefficient. Related to replace the transistor's power supply, power factor should be normal. And continue rating testing the radar cross section. In the meantime, our signal noise ratio should be back in their normal operating ranges.
Augmentation technology. For days, reports of temporary malfunctions and electrostatic disturbances have been flooding in from around the world. Elizabeth Sinclair, spokeswoman for the WHO, confirmed that the cause of these disruptions has been linked to a major malfunction in the multi-channel communication. The device was
Access granted.
Hiding here.
Access granted.
The EDG issued a letter clearly that we were about the whole British backbone so-called disease control initiative known as the World Health Organization. In particular, they go into great detail concerning the H5N1 disaster and its lasting effects in the region. Really fascinating reading, you should check it out. So we know this something like a copy paste. You ever get the feeling we're up to soon over taking time? First reception, second floor of security, third floor. Bullshit. I hate when it doesn't hit them.
get the hell out. This lab is off limits to you people.
Nice to see you too, Dr. Colvin.
What? Wait a second. I know you. You were Sarif's security guy. Way to protect our asses.
Hey, check the attitude, Doc. I nearly died trying to save you.
Oh, and now you're here to take me back. Well, maybe I don't want to go. Maybe I've got more here than I ever had at Sarif.
Would Vasily Savchenko agree with that? They executed him and dumped his body in a ditch.
That's not true.
Believe it. Unless these murderers have you so brainwashed, you don't mind building their toys.
It wasn't a toy. It was a software upgrade that limits functionalities in a biochip. They told me it was for crowd control. Is Vasily really dead? You saw the body?
What was left of it?
Oh my god. I should have listened to him.
Dr. Colvin, I need to locate the rest of the team. But Dr. Reed's GPL isn't broadcasting.
She's in the secured zone. There are guards everywhere.
Then I need a way to get the guards out. A distraction. Maybe a lab accident, what do you say?
After what those bastards did to Vasily? Of course. But one minor incident in this lab won't be enough.
No. But if a couple of other labs go up, simultaneously...
Declan and Eric. Of course. Interesting idea, Mr. Jensen. Ambitious, but risky. The timing will be critical.
I'll coordinate the attack. But you understand that this could all backfire.
I'm no shrinking violet, Mr. Jensen, but there may be another issue.
They're tracking your GPLs, aren't they? I've been wondering how to get around that.
Smart man. Just like Vasily. He had a plan to shut down their tracking and jamming protocols using a virus. Maybe Declan or Eric know something more about it.
I haven't yet located Eric Koss, Dr. Colvin. Do you know where they're keeping him?
He's working in a lab on the 3rd floor. There's an elevator that might get you there. It's on the 2nd floor, though, and I heard the guard say something about that floor being shut off. But then again, with those neuro enhancements of yours, you might find a way to get into it.
Dr. Faraday doesn't seem to be working in this building. Any idea where he is?
I think he's in the biomech lab next door. But you don't have to go outside to reach him. There's a skywalk that connects the 2 buildings. Maybe you can use it.
Dr. Colvin, I need to know I can trust you. You seemed pretty happy to be here until I told you about Dr. Savchenko.
It's been 6 months, Mr. Jensen. Not long for you, perhaps, but how long can a person live in constant fear? Once they took us out of isolation, it just seemed easier to concentrate on the work.
Did all of you feel that way?
Vasily didn't. Maybe not Declan either, but the work we do here, the discussions, and the theories. I thought Sarif's projects were far-reaching, but the experiments I've seen going on here, it's the kind of stuff DARPA dreams up every day.
Only without governmental oversight keeping you in line.
I suppose I'm just a typical scientist to you, right, Mr. Jensen? Blindly pushing boundaries? No care for who's footing the bill or how our discoveries get made?
We all have to live with ourselves at the end of the day, Dr. Colvin.
You're right, of course. But were things so different in Detroit? We all know where those Sarif contracts came from, don't we? You asked me if you could trust me. You can. But you better get on with this.
Okay, wait for my signal, Dr. Colvin. When your GPL starts to vibrate, set off the distraction.
I understand. And I'm sorry for what I said earlier.
Isolates of the electric becomes everything when you see the signs going on. And part of the mind, you're thinking too narrowly. The positioning of the processor shifts detail doesn't really matter. What matters is the input coming into the chip from the nervous system. So if you're an individual and you're multi-threads, you need to spread space and isolate these patterns. I think you might actually consider. If it makes you feel better, I still want yours design legit. You work with it on looking out things. I can't really like expanding down. You expanding are hurting the more on biochip. I haven't even seen a design for yet. We know the layout of the process because otherwise it can determine which threads should be suppressed and which should be allowed to stay active. So they can only dim currently might vary on deciding to the right. Amazing friends, definitely human presence in particularities, but I have to say this could be at least completely right for starting to work on an integral fragmentation application or non-issue fragments are efficiently amplified. The vector insertion rate is expected to be nice. These problems with transfection though is to be expected is probably removed. The aforementioned singularities not able to work and test and fix. We make it if the cells react explaining with proper scanning or proper sequencing can remove areas to go with this to bar and better we can remove the subjects and produce the bloodstream rejection. This goes from far beyond simple augmentation rejection. We can modify augmentation technology as we know it, then you should inform Mr. Page immediately. Or you can forgive my curiosity by certain things such as the names of the results like leaves with fame concerning the underlying subject of the importance of sleep for God the suicide. Camera was off. Shoot. That's the case. This is kind of Today, Hydrogen Labs, surveillance grid hub is as follows: pupils, ruckus. Monitoring pricing, some stolen underwear. Slush the fish through the rents, police trying to slay the few women beyond their protection already. Regular to give me a brief story, and so consistent breaking names resistance without fighting for an entry. So you guys be declining. Telling you another trying to manage to find news first. For the most part, they seem to be sticking to the guidelines she laid out for them, although there have been a few questionable comments directed to the team leader. Not too worried because she always warned them off. Immediately, isolation seems to be working for everyone except the Russian leaders. He's attempted more than once to hack through our restriction protocols and get messages to the others. Suspicious has been become a serious problem. I'm keeping an eye on him. What the fuck are we still getting Nigerian spam mail? Higgins, I want you to double check the course and check to make sure it's operating but her security has been compromised in any way. I want to know it now. We're sitting on some sensitive day here, boys and Nigerians. We need to least our wires if the network whispers. Hey boss, just a heads up, I can control this email account is getting Nigerian spam again. She swears she hasn't been using 10-link software or anything that's stripped out site pages. Your logs check out clean advice. That's funny.
We're working as fast as we can. This pressure you're putting on us doesn't help, you know.
What do you want? I told you people not to barge in here. Wasn't the new biochip design enough?
Dr. Koss, I'm here to get you out.
Jensen? From Sarif? But we were told we'd been written off.
Not exactly.
Listen, Jensen. They forced me to work for them. I didn't want to create the new biochip, especially since it was based on Sarif's research, but they didn't give me a choice.
No one doubts your loyalty, Dr. Koss. Do you know what they plan to do with this new biochip?
I'm not sure. They said something about having Tai Young Medical produce it and distribute it through LIM, but I can't be sure.
I know, and I'm here to bring you all back. But to reach Megan, I need you, Colvin, and Faraday to stage lab accidents as a distraction, simultaneously.
Isn't that a little risky? Besides, how will we coordinate these accidents? It's impossible.
Maybe not. But it's that or staying here and eventually ending up like Dr. Sevchenko.
They killed him, didn't they? He kept provoking them, coming up with these wild escape plans. They try to keep us apart as much as possible now. All right, Mr. Jensen. I'm with you. What's our next move?
We need to disable their GPL tracker. I know Dr. Sevchenko was working on something.
Yes, a virus program. We all thought it was too risky considering we had nowhere to go. But I don't have it. You'd better check with Nia or Declan.
Dr. Koss, the bioship you mentioned was based on Sarif's studies?
Yes, I believe so. At first I thought it was merely convergent research, but I've worked with Dr. Reed long enough to recognize her handiwork. Besides, I had been working on something similar back in Detroit.
And your knowledge of it made you invaluable here.
At least to a certain extent, it probably helped us all stay alive. But now with Dr. Shevchenko, I guess we've all become expendable. Except for Dr. Reed, I suppose.
Why do you say that?
It's more of a general feeling, I guess. Back in Detroit, we all realized that we were on the verge of something groundbreaking. And here, well, everyone seems to view her research as crucial in some way.
That might explain why she's being held in a secured area.
Possibly. I'm just glad we're going home. It's kind of hard to believe.
Declan, right. Dr. Koss, do you have any idea where they're keeping him?
I might. I overheard some of the guards. I think he might be working in the basement of the biomech labs. But I'm not sure.
Sit tight, Dr. Koss. When you feel a vibration from your GPL, set off that distraction. That'll be the signal.
I will. Good luck, Mr. Jensen. And hurry.
6-month war, history of the conflict, the exertion of Palestine, the air conditions first conceived by Iran in 2013 during their attention to Israel. Generations of Arabs who had grown up knowing nothing of conflict with their neighbors were started to militaries with the new power of the UAF, and bombed by expansion doctrines, plans for late for lightning strike assault. March 2021, the conflict that would become known as 6-month war was ignited by a massive invasion. Carefully coordinated tactics aimed to train armored elements, fires, and bombers charged range ballistic missiles and literal sea power struck Israel Defense Forces with the key element of the engagement was the use of carrier augmented operators and cyber warfare used to curb defensive command electronics and nuclear retaliatory strike capability. Eric, I don't know where they're keeping you, but rest assured you're not alone. Declan are being forced to work in Mission doing separately, of course, but from time to time, Carl said intended to get us out of here. If there's any way for you to slip a note to the morgue, tell Declan where you are, then do it. Find a way to get you home, so it's just strong. Are you, Eric? And I understand, but I don't think they'll listen to me. It's hard enough to convince them to allow this love interaction between us. Soldiers are used to being compartmentalized. They think everyone should be able to work in the dark too, knowing only half of the information. I reviewed all your work though, so don't worry, I'll let you know if you're straying too far off. Dr. Reed, I don't mean to rock the boat, maybe you can convince them that you come by and check my work in person sometime. I was progressing in the right direction since I don't access to original machines files anymore. I'm simply not sure I'm getting the mutation and chemical composition right. You know, aboard that formula is when it comes to stabilizing the nerve therapies condition rather than the boat gets been working on.
Someone hiding over there? No one's moving.
Access granted.
Twisted experimentation.
Adam? Adam Jensen? Good grief, lad. What the blazes happened to you?
I made the mistake of surviving. I'm here to get you out, Dr. Faraday.
I told Vasily that Sarif wouldn't stop looking.
Sevchenko's dead, Dr. Faraday. I'm sorry.
I figured as much. One day he was just gone, and they wouldn't say why. We were all afraid, so we just kept to the work. They forced me to create a signal pattern that could broadcast software upgrades directly into a person's implanted circuitry.
Upgrades? But do what?
Whatever instructions have been encoded into them. They said it was to improve efficiency at clinics, but that wouldn't be the only application. Far from it.
I see. Dr. Faraday, we need to free Megan from the isolation zone. I've got a plan to distract the guards. 3 lab accidents.
I like your style, son. And it just might work if you can get Nia and Eric to agree.
But timing them to occur at once, that will be the trick.
I'll worry about the timing. For now, sit tight and wait for my signal.
There's one thing you're forgetting, lad. They can track our GPL signals.
I know. But I'm hoping you might have the solution to that problem. Sevchenko's viral program.
Of course! I shouldn't have underestimated you. Vasily gave it to me before he disappeared. Here you are. Upload it onto the central security computer. It will scramble their scanners. I would have done it myself, but I'm just a scientist.
Don't sell yourself short, Doc. Any idea who's behind this, Doc? The kidnapping, the facility?
Not really. Remarkable considering I've been here 6 months. You would have thought someone would let something slip. But if it doesn't have to do with the research, you don't get a word out of them.
Sounds like the guards are well trained. But what kind of threats were needed to stop the other researchers from talking?
Well, there were threats early on just to get us to work. Of course, Vasily saw right through that. Kept saying they needed us. I suppose in his case, the risk outstripped the return at some point. Damn them.
Dr. Sevchenko probably knew the risks and accepted them.
That he did. Go on, lad. Let's put this plan of yours into action. It's time to teach these wankers a lesson.
Tell me, where do I find this security terminal?
Vasily told me there's a tunnel leading to it, near the back of the compound, I believe. But I'm afraid you'll have to explore a bit to be sure.
Once I upload the virus, it'll be time to act. I'll signal you. A vibration in your GPL. Be ready.
Understood, lad. But do be careful.
Access granted.
Take whenever you're ready. Inputs and keep trans on this. Track this and not need these symbols which shut down their tracking during protocols with pull or engineer attack because we need to discuss this. I know you're nervous tackling me, also am too. Look, I was worked sooner on the use of electrical signals to evoke emotional responses in the brain. You starting the assures me we're not doing that, and I trust him for reasons I'll explain why I can. Tell them, please don't risk yourself by sending me US like this one. Stick to your research questions, and in case you're right, I'm sure they're monitoring your report every time. I'm really worried about this thing there, and they got me working with it. It's trailing into transmit software addressed to limitations. Why do they want to broadcast wideband across multiple frequencies simultaneously? What exactly is it going to transmit? I know these winkers are probably monitoring everything else, and I can't remember my gut. For some reason, I am reminded of Goddard's word of electrical stimulation in the brain. Am I wrong to think there's a connection?
Access granted.
Pritchard, are you still tracking the scientists?
Of course.
Simulate feedback along that route. Make it strong enough to vibrate their implants. They have to feel it.
A signal, eh? Not bad, Jensen. I'm sending it now.
Your tenacity, Adam Jensen, is really quite irritating. We'd like you to stop now.
I'm afraid I can't, Zhao. You see, I figured it out. I know what you and your conspiracy buddies are planning.
Do you? How clever.
A new biochip. A software upgrade that limits what augmentations can do. You're creating a kill switch. You kidnapped Megan Reed's team to do it, and you're seizing control of the market to ensure it gets distributed. All because you're afraid of people like me. Augmented people, with the power to resist you.
No one's afraid of you, Mr. Jensen. All your blundering around and childish interference hasn't stopped a thing. Tell me, have you been to a limb clinic lately?
Let me guess. That was supposed to shut me down, right? Leave me broken and begging?
The Augs are recalled. You should be offline!
Women never fail to underestimate men.
You should have stayed dead, Jensen.
Awesome. Give me time to do.
This is as far as you go. Only one of us will live. Track me all the way here. Finding me now should be simple. Yeah.
He likes throwing grenades.
Behind you, Jensen. I underestimated you, Jensen. Do you realize how hopeless this is? You will not beat it. This has been a long time coming. You should... That business in Detroit with Barrett, which should have ended there. Look at you, jumping at shadows like a scared child. Track me all the way here. Finding me now should be simple. Will you lose your nerve, Jensen? I'm right over here. Come here. But even I have orders to follow. I thought you would be more formidable than this. So slippery. You behind you, Jensen. Like... Do you realize how hopeless this is? You... To be honest, I thought I killed you the first time we met. This has been a long time coming. You should have died the first time. Finish it.
Not until you tell me where Megan is.
You've lost her, Jensen. Men like us, we never get back the things we love.
Jaren, is that you?
Not exactly.
Adam? Oh my god, Adam! It's you! You're hurt. What happened?
What happened to you? I risked my life for you, Megan. I came halfway around the world, and for what?
It's not what you think.
Are you part of this?
No! No, Adam, I swear it! The kidnapping was real. The attack on Sarif Industries, they came after me. They wanted my research.
And when did you decide they could have it?
It didn't happen like that. I wanted to tell you, but I couldn't. I couldn't! And then David said we had to use it. We owed it to mankind.
David? What are you talking about?
My great discovery. The genetic framework I found that makes it easier for living tissue to bond with implants. I found it. In you, Adam. I used your DNA. I wanted to tell you, I swear. But David convinced me what it could mean for mankind. How much better off we could all be. It took Hugh to make me see how wrong I was.
Hugh? Hugh Darrow.
He owns this facility. After Namir brought us here...
Pritchard! Patch me into Sarif, now!
Adam, please! He was only pretending to work with Tai Young and the others. He found out what they were planning to do and told them he would help. But only to make sure they never succeeded. Their control signal won't work.
Thank you, David. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Sarif here has asked me to show the world how human enhancement technology can change it. After careful deliberation, I've decided I must do exactly that. Forgive me.
Oh god. He's modified the control signal. Anyone with the new biochip will be affected. Hugh never said anything about this.
I'm going back for the scientists.
No, Adam! I know the complex better than you. I'll find them. There's a hangar bay through there. Get to its control room and retract the roof. Clear a path for us.
I understand you got some countries things to say about augmentation technology. After all this touched to be sure by out there. You cannot show you one exists without me. But the fact is, what's that bloody insane? If only I had known I should have become a watchmaker. Yes, that's the one I know what you meant. You say something and we went too far. I'm wondering about putting Jamie back in the office. Is that possible? Everything is possible. I mean, the ability to transcend. This is one thing that would race and control towards some blind singularity. We're in danger of becoming two species, those in power and those left behind.
Access granted.
Organization. Yeah, last week patients went swiftly. With new improved prototype of better care responses types so far from here. Onyx are responding to its blend of the light affected by materials are new. For some benefits, the use of tower prevalence made the units virtually undetectable to the small level and require very potent electronic and virtual tracking system for maintenance and emergency procedures. We've been able to build and modify molecular search to apply using nuclear synthesis. After the use of projection center operators always sits in after a few minutes to fix their independent molecular one. That's why the needs from some of your associates are so concentrated they're improved to isolate and replicate DNA segments that present in rejection syndrome. Whatsoever, I don't know how you and your team guys said for these cells, but you know, it's going to be a problem there. I mentioned that regularly with the movie. Nothing unnatural in the movies. There is still the power of getting to machines with them completely. This is the future, Mr. Deer.
Access granted.
April is right here staring at your certificate 22. You may not have heard Dr. DeBelle. Dr. DeBelle is a doctor in New York. Specialties in science and artificial organs. Over years ago, he embarked a project to implement an artificial eye which could transfer information straight into the civil lobe of the brain. For those of you still new in neuroscience, the civil lobe is one of the four lobes in the human brain, so you get back at the heads of this is for visual processing. The goal for Dr. DeBelle was to create an implant with an electrode brain surgically inserting the surface of the lobes social cortex. This way, the camera can transmit straight to the brain instead of to the eye and improve the greater more complex image that would be achieved by a brain implant. The procedure is very costly to perform, costing approximately $8,000. After working hard to raise money, experimental patient who lost his vision 20 years prior was finally able to get it. So after allowing the patient 10 days in recovery, Dr. will attempt to stimulate the pleasures which were nailed touch to the surface of his visual cortex. Now there's questions to whether or not the brain tissue of the visual cortex could still be stimulated after 20 years of blindness. However, we wait for the first stimulation to the gems. We'll start with the perception of vision. Because those see small spots of light within his visual field during the surgery to be a success.
out there. Broadcast frequencies are going haywire.
Malik, is that you? Where are you?
Coming into visual range of Singapore now. Been in the air since Pritchard first pinged you.
Good timing. I'm heading for a hangar bay to open the roof. I'll need an emergency extraction.
Roger that. I'm on my way. Hey, Jensen! Looks like you could use some help! I see the scientist, Jensen. I'm landing nearby. And I think Dr. Reed wants to speak to you. Hang on.
Okay, so how do we stop this?
Hello? Adam? We're all fine, but you have to get to Panchaea and stop Hugh.
You and I aren't done with this, Megan.
I know how it looks, but you have to stop the broadcast. I think it's causing the new biochips to overstimulate the vagus nerve, creating terrifying hallucinations.
You mean it's driving augmented people insane?
Yes, and it's up to you to stop it. Use the Leo shuttle. It will take you to Panchaea. Good luck, Adam.
Access granted.
Dave T. I just received this communication from Fortress Thier. Economic insight that this produce is sent to launch site 15 launch stations moving correct transfers solutions like amnesia problem, kilo actual interest. Curtains failing, seeing no one too much, I know too much.
Automated systems online. Darrow sequence 1, code 1, 1A, preset and ready to engage. Suborbital trajectory plotted. Destination Panchaea. Begin countdown, Mr. Darrow.
Begin countdown.
Code 000. Confirm 0. Countdown commencing. Stand by for liftoff. Electrodynamic launch assist sequence commencing. Beginning descent.
Designed very well.
Jensen. Jensen, can you read me?
Barely. I've reached Panchaea, Pritchard. Any word from Sarif or the UN delegates?
Nothing. The installation went into lockdown shortly after Darrow gave his speech. I can't tell if anyone's even alive. And the signal's still broadcasting.
Meaning no one's safe till I get in there and shut it down.
You'll have to disengage the lockdown first. Look for a master control panel at the top of the tower.